Hey guys, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. Hi, good evening. What's up? How you doing? If you can hear me clearly, can you unmute your mic and let's speak up to be sure that the network is not, you know, funny and all that. Hi, Abayomi. What's up? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clearly. How you doing, Chief? Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to DataSeries. And on this episode, we're going to be looking at something very interesting happening in the tech space. It's going to be a chat session, so everyone is allowed to ask questions, you know, share thoughts, and it's a privilege to have Abayomi join us. Before we get right into business, we would like to take a bit of an introduction. So, is anyone interested in introducing themselves by their name, what they do, and where they're joining us from? Or let's do this. Can we introduce ourselves and then call the next person by name to introduce himself? So I'll call on someone and the person will introduce himself, name, skills, where you're joining from, and then you pass the mic to another person. All right. So I'll start first and then I'll pass the mic to the next. All right, so let me go first. Hi everyone, I'm Timothy. I'm joining from Lagos. I'm a data analyst. I'm passing the mic.
To me,
Okay, Banji. Yeah, Banji. I'm passing the mic to Banji.
okay. My name is Oluwabanji. I'm a data analyst. I'm in Accra City. I'm passing the mic to Onlagunju. Okay, Olagunju left. I'm passing the mic to Oluyemisi.
Okay, sorry, my name is Elizabeth Oluyemisi Ogunṣeye.
Oh, nice.
Good
Do you mind
evening,
giving an
everyone.
introduction? Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Tell us where you're connecting from, what you do.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I am a lecturer. I lecture at University of Ibadan, Department of Computer Science. I'm connecting from Ibadan, Nigeria. My I'm a data scientist as well.
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you pass the
Thank
mic
you.
to somebody else?
Yes, can you pass the mic to someone? Or just call on any other person's name and the person will introduce himself.
I'm passing the mic to I don't know what Timothy. Has Timothy introduced himself?
Yes.
Timothy has introduced himself.
Okay. Okay, let me see somebody else. Ireoluwa, I'm passing on to Ireoluwa.
Okay, my name is Oluwa Daniel. I'm a data scientist and I'm joining from Ocean State. And I'm passing the mic to let me see, Olagunju.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olagunju Joshua. I'm a DevOps engineer and I'm connecting from Rivers State. Supposed to
Yeah.
pass the mic. Okay. I don't know which people have. Okay. I'll pass the mic to no. Adaji.
Okay, I've spoken before. Nevertheless, let me pass the mic to let me see. Oluyemisi has spoken. Gadili, am I right? Did I pronounce the name
There's
well?
Gadiel.
Gadiel. Okay, I'm sorry. Gadiel. Okay, I'm passing the mic to you.
All right. Good evening. My name is Gadiel. Gadiel. Okay. My name is Gadiel Onyedikachi. I'm actually connecting from River State, Port Harcourt, to be precise. So I am a veterinarian. I'm a vet. So I'm trying to transition into data analytics. So I'm not a full-fledged data analyst at the moment. So I'm still working on myself. Okay. So I'm passing the mic to Ame Fule.
Okay, Emefiele has spoken before.
Oh, you passed the mic to me. All right, I'm passing the mic to
Okay. I'm passing the mic to Kelvin. Elvin.
uh, all right, one more person before we introduce Abayomi to the call. Let's pass the mic to Korea. Korea, hello, good evening. It's been a while. How you doing? Korea, are you with us?
Yeah. Good evening.
Not
How are you?
correct.
Yeah, it's been a week, not a while, but I'm Ken Korea. I'm a data scientist currently in Kenya, Nairobi, and I believe I'm the last person, so I think we can just move on with the meeting. I hope to learn a lot. Thank you.
All right, awesome, great. So nice to have everyone join in. So, yes, welcome to an exciting session where we are going to listen to Abayomi talk about and share his experience and how he became a Microsoft's most valuable professional MVP, right? So, if you're wondering, if you ever wonder does what does it take to be recognized as a Microsoft MVP? I think this is the session that you're going to get so much insight from it. If you've ever wondered, how do you go from just using Microsoft tools to being a respected voice in the community, this session is going to really expose that. And also, if you've ever wondered what's the impact of being an MVP on your career growth, how does it affect your personal development? How can you position yourself for opportunities like this? I think this is the perfect space to be in. So it's so nice to have everyone join in. You're in the right space, you're in the right place, you're in the right community. We do weekly data series, bi-weekly actually, every once in 2 weeks. We have bi-weekly data series episodes. Last two episodes, we talked about portfolio building, and we had an amazing guy join us. And today we have Abayomi himself live on this episode. It's so nice to have Abayomi join us. First of all, let's get to know Abayomi. Abayomi is a Microsoft MVP, and he's a machine learning engineer, right? 3 years of cooking ML, frying ML, boiling ML, bringing in all his A game, playing different analytical dice, data analytics, data science, modeling, building solutions that are very, exciting in our tech community in general. So I think Abayomi is a very, very passionate data professional. And to have him in our space means he's ready to share so much with us. He's interested in doing this with us. He's interested in being in this space to talk about what MVP is and how he blends it with all of his careers. So with emojis, reactions, let's welcome Abayomi to the call. Hi Abayomi, good evening. How you doing? Hope I didn't get the introduction wrong. Hello Abayomi, are you with us?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes. We can hear you loud and clear. How you doing, Chief?
Oh, okay, I'm good. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm very excited about that. So it's nice meeting everybody on the call, and I'm Abayomi, just like he said. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm Abayomi, just like he introduced me. A Microsoft most valuable professional. I hope everybody can see me clearly, right?
Oh yes, yes, we see you
Yeah.
clear.
Okay. So I'm a Microsoft most valuable professional, although I started as being a Microsoft student ambassador while I'm in college. So I was Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador because that's where my own journey begins, like learning how to use Microsoft technology and also empowering other peoples in my college, empower them in the use of data analytics skills like tools like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power BI, just various Microsoft technology that we use for data analytics. So that's where I started my journey. Then I progressed from there to, and I saw somebody posting about MVP, and I feel like, oh, this is really cool. Then I packed together my experience, then just to apply, because you cannot even apply it. Somebody needs to recommend you before you can, and who can recommend you is existing MVP or Microsoft employees. So either of them. So now, okay, the journey, how it really happens. Okay, let me just walk with the slide. People often
Okay.
think, okay,
Abayomi,
okay,
hold I actually want to ask you questions as we proceed so that you can
okay,
now
okay,
understand what I'm going to be asking you randomly, though, just random, right?
okay,
But yeah,
okay.
guide, because I know that some people are here to hear you, and we've brought so much all the questions that our community members are asking in survey. They asked a survey, they asked few questions low key, and we brought them together to make this. So I think the first thing I want to start is to ask, what is the how did you how like you're telling a story, right? I like that fact. So maybe you just continue, but tell us really what was behind the scene, what happened, what's going on behind being a MVP? How did you become this? You said you have to be recognized by an already existing MVP. So yeah, just continue that story along.
Okay, yeah, just like I said, the first where my journey started is my passion for data. Like, I'm very curious about learning data, how to analyze data, how to make informed decision, like to help business to make informed decision. So I learned how to use Microsoft Excel, how to use Power BI to build dashboard and all. Then after that, I want to become, like, I want to be part of a community that is recognized. So that's what drew my attention to Microsoft Learn community. So that's when I was in college. So I joined Microsoft student ambassador community, where I applied to be an ambassador. So from there, I started, because in that program you need to like skill your peers in the use of Microsoft technology, and you can only skill them on what you know. So I understood Microsoft Excel to some point. So I started writing something about it, hosting event about it, like just empowering my peers. So from there, because in ambassadorship program, it also has some milestone that people like from alpha to beta, from beta to good, because I became good ambassador, which is the highest rank levels in becoming an ambassador. So in being Microsoft ambassador, student ambassador, then from there, I also saw someone posting MVP, then I tried to apply for it. But what really happened behind the scene is your uh, passion for data and also for Microsoft technology. And you are not just an expert, you are also skilling others. And how can you skill others? By maybe like teaching others in a way that is recognized, or you are being consistent, posting about it on LinkedIn. So why you post? Because somebody that even recommend me was on LinkedIn, like we met on LinkedIn. So anybody that can recommend you is either existing MVP or Microsoft employee. So that's the only two person that can recommend you. Then you can proceed from there. But how, they can, like, what the assurance of they are nominating you or recommending you is you showing that you know this, and you can't just tell me that you know something now. I can't come to your house to see what you know, or I can't come to the location where you are to know that, oh, this is particular things you know. People know what you know by they seeing what you know online through your profile. So the more you share things about what you know online, that is what is going to give them assurance that, oh, this person knows this. So once you learn maybe like Microsoft Excel now, you can start posting, writing something. You can write on if statements in Microsoft Excel. You can write on pivot table. You can write on, depending on any Microsoft technology you know, you keep like writing on it. And while writing on it, they believe that many people will read what you are writing on it, and from there they learn from what you're actually posting. So there are times that's how it works. So if you are not affiliated to Microsoft, it may be hard for you to host events using their platform, using Microsoft Team. It's only if you have access. But the easiest way is by posting on those particular tools that you are passionate about. I don't know, maybe I'm able to answer the question
Wow,
perfectly.
that's actually very insightful. So it means that as a data professional, we need to be intentional about sharing whatever we're learning, even if it's as little as an Excel function, even if it's as little as data visualization that we just think, everybody knows this thing, there's no need to share it, but it's actually counting. Interesting, interesting.
Yes,
That was
because people are actually looking or people are watching and you may not even know.
so. Talk about rejection. Did you have to apply like 3, 4 times before you got in? Were you rejected the first time you tried it, or you just
Um,
did it once, got it?
For me, I did it once and I got it once just because
Oh,
I already know I have the qualification. Although even it's not my goal because I'm just doing my own. If you check my profile, you follow me on LinkedIn, you will see I post a lot. I do stuff a lot about. So I even have more than the requirement. That's what I can say because it's something that I did not even plan of being. So I'm just doing my own and I'm just doing it. I think I did it consistently for 3 years before I
wow.
even became the MVP. So to me, I have even more than, though immediately the person nominated me and I fill in my details and I fill in some of the things I did in the time past. So the one I feel like has more because I try to rank them because when you have a lot of things, so you have to like check, oh, is this one more preferable than this? So immediately I impute them, I got accepted once, so without no rejection.
Oh wow, interesting, interesting. Hmm. So it's just your passion that actually created this opportunity for you. Because if you didn't have the interest to share what you were doing, you will now start working on it when you thought of having this opportunity. And who knows, you might not have been very much qualified, but your natural self of sharing what you do just brought this out. Wow.
Yes,
So
and even after being the MVP, I still keep sharing. So it's not because I'm looking for MVP per se. So it's just like my own ways of career development. When I learn something, I always love to teach another person. And the way I can reach wider audience is by posting what I'm doing or maybe like hosting event and all.
okay, so for we now that use Microsoft tools like Power BI, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Power Platform, and all that, what's the difference between we that use these tools and you, an MVP that's recognized? Do you have a special password to access all of the application in one access, or
Hmm.
like you have a username? Microsoft gives you an ID, or how does it work?
That's deep. While I was an ambassador, Microsoft always gave us a Microsoft email. So each ambassador, even while being an ambassador, you have an email. So any of Microsoft's products, I can use the email to access it without nobody charging me. So I use Microsoft 365 for like 3 years without. I'm still even using it right now. So because I have the email attached to my name, so I can use it even to access Azure, I can publish my dashboard using Power BI with the email. I can do what else? I have access to Team. I have access to some of their Pro and LinkedIn Premium too. So just something like that. So anything that is associated with them, but you need to be doing something to keep because they are not full. So once they know that you are not, because it's something you need to renew actually. So there are some people that once they just get it for a year, they may not have the energy to keep going. So they may just, and they are going to actually remove them also. They shall have criteria around that. But if as an MVP, what MVP has is it's just like you having basic access to some premium version of their product, but not how can I say, but just because it's not really 100%. There are some products that they will only give you like discounts on it. Now if you become an MVP, LinkedIn premium voucher is sure, that one is sure. They are going to assign it to your this thing, you can get it without paying anything. Then also you have access to product leaders, especially now if you are using Power BI consistently. People that build Power BI, you can have access to them by complaining. They call that product review. So you can review, like you can tell them that, oh, Power BI is doing this, I want Power BI to do this, I want, like you just giving a feedback, constant feedbacks on how Power BI works. You have that privilege. You also, what else? There's a lot of things. You have premium version of Microsoft Teams, you have premium version of uh Microsoft 365. So then that does it. But most of there are some tools that is just like a discount. You won't pay the normal price, while some you get it completely for free.
Hmm. Wow, wow, interesting. Wow, that's actually interesting to even know that just becoming an MVP doesn't mean that you have still replace you. They can still remove you if you're not contributing to the community or sharing to that community. Okay, what do you say to people that feel we are not expert enough, or we are shy of sharing? We know so much, or we have some level of understanding. We've taken courses, we've learned new techniques, we've learned so much about data analysis, but we are shy of feeling insufficient enough to share or contribute what we do. What do you say to people like that? What should they do to get out of that shell?
Number one, I feel like anybody that knows that he or she does not know anything, that person knows something. For you to even know that you don't know, you actually know something. So I believe that anybody that is share about anything is just because maybe you are comparing yourself with someone. Just like me now, I'm on this call and you just feel like, oh, this person. Me, I started this all this journey when I was maybe like part two in uni. So that's when I've been sharing something. So like if you share something today and you are not right about it, I believe with being open-minded, if you are just an open-minded person, you keep growing and you keep getting better. So as time goes on. So the only limitation is you comparing yourself with someone else that I mean, you are comparing yourself with someone that don't even think about you or have sense of who you are. So if you are comparing yourself to yourself, I don't think you need to be shy by sharing your work. And in tech generally, if you are looking for job, the job won't come to your room. So if you have that perspective that by sharing to the internet, that is one of the ways to get the dream jobs or dream anything you are dreaming of. The reason why you are learning data analytics is to do something, probably to get job or to solve problem. Can you be solving problem inside your room? So the way you can, even if you solve problem and you want people to see, the best way to make people recognize what is just like MVP is a recognized award. If you are not putting yourself out there, nobody is going to recognize you. You can start small. Don't post something too big. You can start by writing on some of the cool things about Microsoft Excel. You can write on if condition or if statements. You can write on function. You can write on how you can create something around heart of telling story with data by maybe like writing some of the insight, or even if you've created some dashboard before and you just notice some, you can just start small. That's just it. And ChatGPT is also your friend actually, so you can even go there to just generate content. But when you generate the content, don't just post that AI generated content, because um there's a way human content look like, why there is a way AI generated content look like. So you can always try to get insight on what to do. from maybe like AI tools, and then you can try to restructure it in your own basic understanding. Just try to post one, and once you post once and you see that nobody keys you when you post that first post, then you feel like you can post more. But if you post once and you see someone using gun to chase you, I think you should not post again.
Will anybody attack anybody for posting something that is actually in data? I don't think there's any. So you're actually right. You're actually very right. True, true. Thank you for actually sharing that. So to our audience, to everyone that has joined this call, I think you get the picture now, right? Because the truth is we can learn in the dark and we cannot get opportunities in the dark. We need to develop ourselves in the light, and one of the ways to do it is to share. I mean, that's the whole idea, that's the whole reason for knowledge. Knowledge is meant to be shared, right? Knowledge is meant to be passed from one person to the other, and I think that's how knowledge is knowledge. So I think it's actually an amazing thing to put in our, to factor in as data professional. So Abayomi, let me ask you one thing. As you being an MVP, has this role changed your career? Has it made any change in your career? And has it also affected, or is it just the title, or is it affecting your life personally? Is there anything that you benefit from it that is personal to you?
Well, to me, I cannot really say much because I'm in Microsoft community before, so it's not Microsoft community is not new to me. So that's why I cannot really say much because while I was an ambassador, I have the opportunity to enter Microsoft Office, and okay, I guess after being an MVP, I was added to be a speaker for an event at Microsoft Office in Lagos. So and I guess because we are is the event was shared among ambassadors community, but they just pick we that we are MVP. So that's the only thing I just feel like, oh, they single us out because we were MVP to come and speak instead of ambassador. But what I would just say is basically, while I was an ambassador, we have access to Microsoft employee. We have some of their contacts that we can message on some basic things. So being an MVP to me is not just something to me. I would say it's not something too special because I'm already in the Microsoft community even before becoming the MVP. But for someone that is not in Microsoft community, and your first achievement is uh MVP, it may just look like something big. And the reason why it may look like, imagine you have access to people working at Microsoft and you can easily talk to them, even ask like explore opportunity there. Maybe like you have goal or you have uh your aspiration is to work at Microsoft Office, or by even entering Microsoft Office to explore some possibility or opportunity in those. Just like this week, there was a MVP summit at Redmond in Washington. So there are a lot of guys from here that they are MVP that travel to Redmond to, that's like in US, to attend the summit, and people there from Nigeria that I know. It's just that me, I prefer to join virtually because of one reason or the other. So they travel all the way from Nigeria to US, and like different person, different MVP across the world. So why you see them, you tend to network with it because this is like a global stuff. You are not like just talking to Nigeria alone. Now you are talking to MVP coming from UK, coming from US, coming from Canada, coming from Ghana, coming from different kind of different part of the world. So it's just like a community of and me, I always love to be in those gatherings because it's a community of a brilliant mind people. You can even some of I think one of my guy got a UK job through MVP because MVP program is a program where you see people that have been MVP for over 8 years. Some people have been MVP for over 10 years. So all those ones may even have their own personal company and across the world. So some of them, they may look, it's just like you tend to give job to someone you know than just a random person on LinkedIn. So now you are in a community of MVP where you see other MVPs that they are just coming up and they have the skills your company need at that particular moment. You may hire them. Two of my guys were hired by an MVP that owns a company in UK and they are in Nigeria. They currently work remotely for that person in UK and they are earning in pounds. So those opportunity may not just come to a random person, but just being an MVP because the founder of the company is even proud of, oh, I employ MVP, I employ. So it's just also a ways of living that sapa. So it's also a way because you get to meet people from other country. Imagine if you are earning maybe like £1,000 and you are in this country. To them, they think they will think that they are cheating you, but you that you are here, especially if you are just starting your career or you've not have that much experience, and this kind of platform give you that kind of job, I think is a life changing as well. But to me, I always love to see opportunity in everything I do. Actually, even if there is no opportunity there, I always find the ways to make something out of it. That's just the kind of person I am. So I'll just find a way around, like this thing must work. And from there, if you have that mindset by networking and just be gentle with your networking because everybody know Nigeria, blah blah blah. So you must be gentle with your networking, and even if the motive is to get job or to get, so don't just make that a priority, but just be gentle with your networking so that the person you are even networking with won't be already seeing you that, oh, it's because of this thing that you are chasing after me. So just be natural and explore the opportunity. But I believe within a year, anybody that is an MVP, you should be able to get an opportunity. A lot of, if you check MVPs on LinkedIn, you will see there are some that move from being MVP to working at Microsoft and some working at the big companies and recognize, because the more you become, like once you become the MVP, before you become it, you are an expert in a technology and you have been sharing, and once you get into the community you won't stop it, you still keep sharing. So even Microsoft won't hire someone that is novice or that is strange to their technology. They would rather hire someone that knows or familiar with their technology and has been using it and has been demonstrating an expert in it. So I think that's what I can say about that.
Hmm, interesting. Interesting. If you're still following us, you can give a reaction in the call. You're still active on the call. Network has not kicked you out, but you're here with us. Just give a reaction, guys. You're active on the call. You're still with us. Let's see the reaction on the screen. Thank you. Some of us are not reacting. We're not active on the call. All right. Wow. Wow. Seeing opportunities in what you do. Honestly, that's something that we need to have a shift, right? Because every day it feels like the market is competitive, right? Everybody is sharing. I mean, imagine someone is learning and sharing, and you too, you're feeling like, this guy is better than me, or you just forget whatever you're saying and just be you. Like, be intentional about what you're doing, intentional about your growth, and keep sharing. And then, you know as you share, you're conscious of, oh, there are opportunities out there, but these opportunities can only find me out there. And I cannot be out there, but my work has to be out there. So your work has to go out there and speak for you, right? And so you keep putting your work out there, even as little as a project you've done, even as little as a capstone project you did on a course, even as little as cleaning a data, you're turning it to a story and you're sharing it, and you're conscious of the opportunities that can come from something like this, and you're always optimistic. I think that's actually a very good one. So, Abayomi, I'm seeing a pattern here, which is you became an ambassador to get to be an MVP. So what does it take to become an ambassador? How do we get to become a Microsoft ambassador? And if we're not students anymore, is something like that still available? Because I think some of us probably are done with school, we're working class, and we could be lecturers, we could be professors. Some of us were introducing ourselves as, there's a vet guy on the call. How can he become a Microsoft ambassador? Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for that. So for ambassadorship program is only for students, maybe like undergraduates, postgraduates, master's levels or PhD. So that's the only is only available for people in that range. But MVP is another alternative actually. So MVP too is not that deep to get if it's something you are passionate about. So being passionate about your career, especially data, you can be an MVP in data analytics or uh, Microsoft 365, MVP in AI, MVP in Azure, MVP in anything anything you love, and you are consistent by sharing things about it. Anybody that is not a student, they can only recognize you as a professional. So I think most valuable professional should be an option. So what you just need is, if it's something, I always believe when people say something is tough, I'm not the type of person that believe that anything is difficult. That's just who I am. I don't really believe that anything is difficult. So far, it's something I love. I always want to like give it all my best to get it. So there was a guy I knew that got even MVP at the age of 18. So he got it at the age of 18. So he was pushing so hard for it, and he got it. So if it's something you are interested in, you have to be passionate, and believe me, you won't approach it with the mindset that you can just tell someone and somebody will cook something for you. Just know that nobody can do it for you than yourself. So once you have that mindset of, oh, nobody can do these things than myself, it's not something difficult. You can be posting once in a week or once in 2 weeks. Learn something. This will even help your career growth, because you can't post nonsense. I believe that no matter how anybody can be, you can't post nonsense. So you having the mindset that you want to post something regarding your career, I think is still going to push you to learn, because you need to learn before you can teach others. Without learning, you can't teach others, or without working on something, you can't teach others. So your mind, the mindset of you posting will even push you to learn more. So now you want to be writing on Excel. I believe that you will learn Excel more when you have the mindset to post about Excel than when you are not posting anything about it. If you want to be posting something regarding Power BI, once you want, like the time you want to start posting, you will tend to learn more about that particular technology when you want to start posting about it. So I believe that it's even an opportunity to growth, like it's an opportunity for growth, because you can't post on something that you have no ideas. And I believe that people on this course are passionate about their career. So it shouldn't be a problem to work harder, post, teach people. And it's just about not being selfish about it. You learn something and you are not keeping it to yourself, and you are throwing it to the world to learn from you. So that's what I can say about that.
Wow, 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 wow. I like how you put it, an opportunity to grow, a reason to grow, right? There was something that happened to me earlier, in like one of the things that was a stepping stone in my career was when I started meeting people asking me challenging questions. Like when I was like, I knew the basics, but as I went out there and said, "Oh, I'm a data analyst," people started challenging me. They started asking me deep questions. Okay, how can you do this? How can you do that? I went to the bank and I saw people struggling in the bank to figure out a data cleaning process, and I took the boldness to try it. And even when I struggled, I went back home and I learned it, and I came back and I got that skills. So I think putting yourself out there will help you to challenge you to see, oh, I think I need to be doing a lot of, I need to upscale myself. I need to learn the industry skills. I need to know the things that are industry relevant. Okay, for example, now how many of us know how to use VBA in Excel, right? And VBA is something that industries, like companies, will prefer you to know how to automate your process than just using basic functions, right? So you see, that is a way to push yourself to grow. And if you are not sharing something like that, you won't see reason to grow. You could even create your own plan, right? I like that. I like that. Creating like your own plan. Let's say, for example, you have a timetable. I want to post about Excel function this week, and all you do is function. Okay, I want to post about data visualization this week, and all you share throughout that week is data visualization. You're just picking data niches, data areas that are trending, or let's say that are very integral to data analytics, and you're posting it. Like, that's actually a very good way to look at it. So it's like you're now building your own resources online. So all the learning that you have, you can just come on LinkedIn one day and you scroll through your profile and you're seeing your life. Like, you're seeing, oh, I remember when I learned this last week, or I remember when I learned this 2 days ago. Oh, wow, that's actually a very good way to look at it. A platform to grow yourself. That's so good. Thank you so much, Abayomi, for bringing it. So we're not students, there's an opportunity for us in MVP. And if we're students, we can start with Microsoft Ambassadorship. And it's opening our community, right, on campus. And whether undergraduate or masters or postgraduate, it's open. So that means, what is like the requirements? What would for students now on this call? What is the requirement? Do we have to are we going to take an exam? Are we going to take a test? Is there a form that we're going to fill? Is there a group? Do we have to be in a Microsoft group? Although there's a Microsoft group, I know, but will I have to always be in that group to get into being a Microsoft ambassador? Is there a paper I have to arrange? Maybe my NYSC certificates or my school testimony? What's it like? What are the things that you have to prepare to become an ambassador for students on the call?
Okay, I'm trying to even check their website for the application so that I can just share. So
Oh,
I'm coming.
okay. So everyone on,
But
right?
okay. Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay, so
You
so
want to say
everyone on,
something?
this is a call to see reasons to keep sharing your work, right? So it's something that you cannot stop doing, and it's something that is a long run will create more opportunities for you, right? So you're not learning alone. The moment you learn something, share it on your LinkedIn, especially your social media platform. Like, keep sharing it on your social media platform, especially LinkedIn, right? And I think that's something. Okay, yes, Abayomi, you share the link to us. Talk about this, please.
Yeah, becoming an ambassador is a process that keeps changing. Initially, the process of becoming an ambassador is through like just you applying as if you want to get a job, and what they are really interested in is okay, how have you helped your community in the time past? It may not be Microsoft community, maybe even if you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, that you volunteer in mosques to help others, because this is really a program that is like volunteering. It's not like anybody is paying you for anything. So they just want to be sure that you are the right candidate for the program. So they may ask you to write something on those experiences so that they can see how you how can you teach your peers a technology, a Microsoft technology that no. But in this, like they've changed the process to you applying, and when you apply, they won't make you an ambassador. But what you will be doing is you'll be learning their technology, and also you'll be sharing, so that when you become the ambassador, it won't be difficult for you to really share, because then they will be tracking your sharing. If you want to become the ambassador, they will give you a contributor ID that you'll be appending to anything you are sharing, so that once people checked on those posts, Microsoft will be able to track it, that oh, you've shared something, you've shared this part. And you can see on the screen here, you can see people from different countries being an ambassador. So it's a global community where even me, I have Microsoft ambassador give me a privilege to have friends in Kenya, in Dublin, in different parts of the world, like through this initiative. So you can check my own name too is there. If you can check, I don't know, maybe there's a way you can see, you probably see my own picture too. So it's just like an opportunity for you to connect with people outside there. But these days, you are going to sign up on the website, and they will take you to the Discord. And when you get there, I think you complete some technical training, that is like completing some modules on their platform for you to get acquainted to with what Microsoft is all about, the program is all about. Then you are also going to learn some certain things and also shared with your peers in your college for them to learn from what they are learning. They are just passionate about you learning, and you also sharing what you are learning with others, so that you won't just keep it to yourself. So I think that's just it. And they gift because there's still a way they encourage all these gifts, all this sharing. So once you become the ambassador, once you pass all the necessary things and you become the ambassador, you can change milestone to beta. When you get to beta, they send you Microsoft bottle, Microsoft shirt, Microsoft socks, Microsoft so many things that is being customized by Microsoft so that you can put it on, you can use it. They will send you a bottle, shirt, socks. I've forgotten. And when you become a good as well, like when became a good ambassador, they gave me bag, they gave me hoodie, they gave me, they should just to encourage your participation and all as a student, like you're helping your peers, and also you're also, and they also give voucher for writing exam as well during those time, especially all those Microsoft certification exam. Instead of you to pay for it, they give it out to you for free just because you are the ambassador. And even it's just that recently that they stop, uh, because Indian guys are using they are selling their LinkedIn premium. So that's why they stop for now. Because if you host event, they will even give you LinkedIn premium voucher to give your attendee so that they can also enjoy LinkedIn premium. They can use it to learn, to take courses, and do to message recruiters as well. People you are not connected to, but people in India, they started selling those things, collecting money on it, and they dictate. So that's why they have to pause some of those things. They give voucher for writing exam as well. So that's just it.
Oh wow, wow, interesting, interesting. So this is their official platform where we can sign up, right, and see and read. And the website can be guided. We don't need someone to guide us, right? We could just read through the website and figure out what's next, right?
Yes, yes, yes. And YouTube too can help. You can put anything on YouTube, and so many people would have make videos on some of them. So you can also, and this they also have Microsoft Learn where you can learn so many things about them. So
Awesome, great. Oh, thank you so much, Abayomi, for sharing that with us. Okay, let's round up with this. Do you have something you want to tell us? Data analysts, data scientists, machine learning engineers that have the passion and are interested in starting. Okay, let's start with those that are interested in building and sharpening their skills. What would you say to us regarding to based on the experiences you've had, what can you encourage us to do in times like this where it looks like tech is just a cycle that you keep going around and round and round and round and you don't like see a clear path? Like, what do you say to us from your own experience and how you've broken forth? What do you say to us?
okay, from my own experience, just what I would say is that number one, don't like approach tech just because you want to make money. Choose tech as a career, and it's just like anybody. You will see people that completed their undergraduate, from undergraduate to master level, even though they may not even be earning through it, but they just want to, because that has become their career. So you see them completing their BSc, completing their MSc, still like trying to go for their PhD. So see tech as a career. Once you see tech as a career, you and also learn how to blow out things that are not necessary. And somebody said, okay, Abi, how did the person put it? He said, somebody will be curious one day to hire you, or somebody will be, um how can I put this word? Somebody will, if you are looking for job, don't be tired. Just keep sharing, keep learning, keep improving yourself. Somebody will be desperate one day to hire you, but and before they can be desperate, number one, they have to see you keep showing up every time and approach this tech of a thing as a career. If you approach tech as a career, you won't be tired. I believe that if you approach it just like me now, you can see I progress from ambassador. I'm not tired, or I'm not seeing it that, oh, I've been an ambassador and that is the end of it. So I proceed from there to being an MVP. From MVP, I'm also foreseeing maybe like working at Microsoft and doing all those. So like if we approach this as a career, even a win to you won't mean it the only thing that a win is going to mean to you is probably for you to rejoice and just celebrate that, oh, this is a growth. But after that, you keep looking forward. And if you want to be a data analyst, Microsoft Excel is there. Try your best to learn and keep learning. Python is there, or R. You can also develop yourself in that. Power BI is there. You can learn it and do more with it. SQL is there. So there is actually a part to all these things. And if you want to go into machine learning and AI, Python is there. You can dive right in natural language processing, or you can build career in computer vision. If it is data science, you can, just like me, I learned data analytics, I learned data science, I learned machine learning, and I'm currently taking a course on data engineering. So just to say, tech is not just something you learn and just because you want to make money and just live. Take it as a career. That's when you won't be tired. So if you take it as a career that, oh, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, this is where I want to be, then you keep moving, you keep learning, keep making friends that do what you do. Because when you have friends that do what you do, I think there's a way it help you to forge ahead. And also you can have a mentor, and your mentor may not be someone you talk to every time. Your mentor can just be someone you just check what they post on LinkedIn every time. So that you can derive insight or motivation from what they do. So just like now, if you want to become an MVP now, you can follow me on LinkedIn. Probably keep watching what I do on LinkedIn. And I think that's all. And also different people in tech. You can keep following people or connecting with people that are into data analytics, or if you are interested in machine learning and AI, go and filter your LinkedIn by looking for people that do that same thing. So I guess by following them, seeing opportunity they post, seeing what they are saying about these particular things, we keep learning from them. So I think, and choose tech career as a marathon, not a relay race, because a relay race is something you run and stop, while marathon is something you keep running. So I think that's all. It's good to be here.
Yes, yes. Abayomi. But I'm sure this and just keep you to be speaking for the next 3 hours. Interesting, actually. This is so good. So to round up with these guys, thank you everyone who joined in. You you already know the value of what you're doing. You know the value of data analytics. You just need to keep pushing yourself, right? You just need to be in a space where you're learning about it, you're hearing about it, it fuels your interest, it creates this desire to get better. Then you're on social media, LinkedIn, seeing people sharing these things, not just looking at people sharing and feeling, what's all this one? You people are always intimidating us. No, 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 no. But you're on LinkedIn to say, oh wow, people are doing this thing. Let me do my own. Let me share my own. Let me share my own. Because every day people share new stuffs on LinkedIn. People are posting every seconds. So you coming on LinkedIn should be, oh, if I come on LinkedIn, I must post something. I must post something about what I've learned, what I'm doing, what I'm about to do, what I find interesting. And I think this just makes you very passionate about your career and keep pushing you. Our time is up and we will be calling it a stop here. But please check the LinkedIn. There's a post. I'm going to repost the events link so that we can connect on LinkedIn with Abayomi. All right. So that we can connect with Abayomi and see some of his work and be inspired by how he consistently posts. And who knows, that might inspire somebody here. So I'll repost the BC that we shared regarding to engaging with the event on LinkedIn. So you can connect with Abayomi. He was tagged on that post. So you can just connect with him and have a direct conversation. And also, everyone, data series is actually a session that allows us to have this feeling with a live session. All right. So look forward to more data series in the coming months. We intend to move to practical aspects in April. In April, we're going to be doing more practical data series episode where we're going to be doing Python, we're going to be doing R, we're going to be doing Excel. It's going to be more practical, not just conversation. Okay. So look forward to so much of practical things in Q2. And I hope that this session was an impact. I'd like to know if there's a question in the house. If you have a question, use the reaction button to raise your hand, and then we'll recognize how many have a question. If you have a question, just keep your hands up. If you have a question, keep your hands up. Question, anybody have a question for Abayomi or a question for the community? I see there's some questions in the comments already. And yes, we're going to create a study group that allows us to, like I said, in Q2, we're going to have a study group where we can share ideas, learn with a plan, learn with a program. If it's Python we're facing in the first week, we're learning Python and sharing. If it's SQL, if it's Excel, if it's Power BI, Tableau, we're going to follow something that is more structured and guided. Thank you so much. So there's a hand up. I think that person was okay. Akin Labi. Akin Labi, what's up? Do you have a question? I saw your hands.
Yeah, good evening. This is Godwin. Uh, uh, please can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay. I actually joined the call late, but
Oh,
I think what I get from the call, I don't know if I'm right. Like someone building his own career for a long time, and I want to ask, is it only by engaging on, is it social media or any platform? And I want to ask that if someone is still in the course, is learning some things, can he be posting things he's just learning as part of what he's building?
okay. Abayomi, do you want to answer that? Sorry.
Okay, yeah, there is something called track record. Everybody knows that it's not the day you started that you become an expert. That's why even when you want to get a job, there's a position called internship, there is position called junior role, there's position called mid-level, while there's position called senior level. So everybody believe that you started somewhere. So don't be ashamed to post anything that you're just starting. And no, somebody was talking to us one day that he was building something in JavaScript, and a company reached out from UK that, oh, these exact things that started is what we want to build in our company. And they relocated this guy to UK to come and join them because what he's actually posting or talking about or working on at that moment is something that they are also trying to implement in their company in UK, in one company in UK. So they have to relocate the guy to UK, everything expensive covered, to be there so that they can all work on this project together. So that's it. And posting on social media, the reason why posting on social media is accurate is because even though you are learning something, nobody knows what you are learning until you push it out. So without you pushing it out, you may be an expert in something. Nobody will come to your laptop in your room to check what you are doing. If you have the best dashboard on your laptop in your room, nobody knows until you saw it. Just let me say something about myself. I was working on something and I did not post it, but a lady posted something regarding that, and it was invited to come and speak in one conference, I think one global conference. And when I saw the flyer, and I discovered what this person wanted to talk about, I was pained because this is exactly what I was working on for the time past, but I did not talk about it. Nobody knows. You only owns an ideas that you talks about, and people have seen those ideas in your own profile. not what you are thinking may be what someone else is thinking. The fattest fingers we own we get the crown. So if you refuse to post, somebody will post it for you. So that's just it. I think I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, it's answered.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for actually raising that up, right? Because you, there's no timing that is right. You're learning, just do it and go back to what you're doing. You didn't it doesn't take a minute from us. It's just to create that time. Take it, document what you're doing, take a screenshot, and share that thing, and then go back to what you're learning. It doesn't take anything from us, right? Thank you for actually sharing that. Okay, there's another question from I think who was raising his hand again. Okay, Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Good evening. What's up? I mean Joshua. Joshua, what's up? Do you ask your question, please? Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Also, I have a question. Can you hear me?
yes,
Yes.
we can hear you.
All right. Um, so currently, the first Microsoft student ambassador in River State University, and I'm the only one. And the problem is, in River State University, the tech ecosystem is quite low. That's the morale is quite low. Even Abayomi, you understand when I say meeting up to the quarterly requirements is kind of tough. So in that situation, how do you think I can work towards getting to MVP position?
Okay. I think the best answer, see, let me tell you something. The first event I've ever hosted when I became ambassador, I think I only have 5 people on my call. And I graduated from Obafemi Awolowo University. Everybody would think that, oh, OAU is, it's not even about people attending your event, it's about people knowing you too. Because once people know you everywhere, see, one thing about tech is this: if you are doing amazing things, everybody wants to follow you. Without you doing amazing things, nobody will follow you. Everybody always follow who know road most of the time. That's just it. When I first hosted my event and ambassador, I think I had one mentor then with me. Then we had 3 people that attend the event together. And me that I hosted events that we are all 5 on the call. I've hosted events where I've had 120 people on my call. So there's a way you can actually encourage people. There's a way you can entice people with and you can start by being active in MLSA Nigerian group. If you are hosting events that you want to meet quarterly, collaborate with people, co-host with people from other community. So far as a virtual event, you can co-host. You can also tell people from the MLSA Nigeria to attend your event so that you can meet quarterly requirements, and also by introducing topic that people want to learn about. Now, if you are very good in Microsoft technology, maybe like data analytics, teach people on how to make dashboard, how to build data visualization, how to clean data. It all depends on you, and you can reach out to people. You can make people love tech. There is a way you can make. I don't just know how I can say it, but there are ways to make people love tech by also you improving yourself, because people always want to follow people that knows road. That's just what I would say. Even though if you are not showing that you know road, people won't follow you. But once you show that you know the road, everybody, even people of, for me, I study microbiology. I graduated from microbiology department. I will tell you that almost everybody in my department want to learn tech in that MCB, just because the way they see how I do things, how I do this. In microbiology, everybody starts picking interest that, oh, this person doing this cool stuff is something I can also add to my study, because everybody is looking for advantage. Now, maybe like I apply for a job and you apply for a job. I'm talking about I'm a Microsoft most valuable professional, and you are not adding anything as tied to except the excels and the normal thing you know. Do you know that being an MVP, I'm already one step ahead of you? So everybody is just looking for advantage over one another. So the best way to do it is by improving yourself and also trying to entice people. People love growth. People love who knows road. I think I'm able to answer that. And you can collaborate with others too, people from other community.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sure. Does that relate to what you're? Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Awesome. So thank you so much, Yomi, for joining. I'm looking forward to having that ML session with you this time around. Let's be very technical. We want a technical with you. So I'm gonna reach out to you from now, and then let's see how we can do more technical things. Come on, show us some modeling that is into key those ML data and all that. But then, so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much for creating the time to join us. It was actually interesting. Hear you share your experience and as well, give some light to how we pass Microsoft and what we hear about MVP and being a Microsoft ambassador. All right. Thank you so much also for being here, everyone. Thank you for creating the time. I know it's Sunday. I mean, it's Saturday, and we ought to be with our loved ones, resting, playing games, watching a movie, outside, shouting, raising our voices, enjoying the evening. But we chose to be online in a virtual world. I mean, that's something. And so I hope that this session was impactful. I hope you learned one or two things. If you did not learn anything and you join late, just learn that you can build a global presence of yourself in the long run by sharing what you're doing right now. Like every day, you don't go to LinkedIn without sharing. Just like if you must open your TikTok account today to know what's going on TikTok, make sure you're going to LinkedIn to share something you've learned. If you would open your Facebook, make sure you're going to LinkedIn to write something you've learned. So it's not about the amount of likes, the amount of reaction you get on your post. Make sure that it's something that is educative, something that is impactful, something that people can resonate with, something that is very clear. I mean, you're clear. If you can even collaborate with ChatGPT, right? Put whatever you want to say in GPT, it will spin it for you. You ask it to write it as a LinkedIn post for you. It will rewrite it as a LinkedIn post, copy and paste, put an image, go back to your movie, go back to your learning, go back to your project, and you just don't know what opportunities might be waiting for you by just doing 30 days consistent posting, by just doing 100 days consistent posting, if that's possible. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. We have spent extra 16 minutes past our time. Apologies for that. The recording will be made available and shared to the community LinkedIn and YouTube page. So if you miss it and you want a friend to watch this again, you could just share the YouTube page to them. It's going to be posted on the community. All right, Abayomi, thank you so much for joining. Have a lovely Sunday. And to everyone too, thank you so much for joining and have a lovely day.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.